Hi everybody and welcome back. Today we're going to be playing some Jund Breach in prep for the qualifier weekend that's coming up. So this is a deck that Omrithopter took to a 7-0 finish in the challenge, and later this week we'll be doing a video with the Energy Breach that he also took to a 7-0 finish in the challenge. So if you're not familiar with Underworld Breach, it gives all the cards in your graveyard escape for their mana cost plus 3 cards being exiled, which is really powerful when you cast Dark Ritual, and then you can put Stitcher Supplier into play, which is 3 cards, and then Diabolic Intent to sacrifice that Stitcher Supplier, 3 more cards, and then you can find a Dark Ritual and keep going. And then once you get your storm count high enough, you can finish your opponent off with Tendrils of Agony. There are some niche scenarios where you repeatedly lightning bolt your opponent because they fetch shock to death and your Dragon Rage's Channeler has connected a couple times. You also have Bowmasters and Deathrite Shaman to help facilitate sort of a fair game plan. And then you have Demonic Tutor and Malevolent Rumble as additional ways to find combo pieces. We're back at our interaction in this deck is a couple Fatal Pushes, Lightning Bolt, and 2 Thoughtseize in the main. And then in the sideboard, we have another Thoughtseize, Surgical, Veils, Abrupt Decay, Vexing Baubles for Show and Tell, Pithing Needle as a generic anti-graveyard hate card. Like, this works against cards like Deathrite Shaman, Tormod's Crypt, Unlicensed Hearse, and can be powerful against lands like the Shift and Tell decks, or the Gruul Sneak Attack decks. So, generically good card. We have a one-of Culling Ritual for the Energy/Aggro decks. And then we have this interesting sidestep to Leyline of Sanctity decks that is Unearth plus Thassa's Oracle. Once you get your combo going, milling yourself out is fairly trivial. Assuming you have a Dragon Rage's Channeler in play, like you're netting cards in the graveyard with your loop of Dark Ritual, Stitcher Supplier, Diabolic Intent. And so you're just cycling through your deck, and eventually you're going to have enough or lack thereof cards in your library so that Unearth plus Oracle is a victory. The great thing about this deck is you can sometimes just Dark Ritual, get Lurrus, play Lurrus, and get back one of your combo pieces, mainly Underworld Breach, and just combo off kind of out of nowhere sometimes, even through Disruption. So I've been really enjoying this deck. I've gotten a diamond in the 3rd day of the season, so pretty quick. And this is not even like playing all my matches every day. So definitely been enjoying the deck. And without further ado, let's get into some games. All right, Jebediah is our first opponent of the night. Hopefully not Frog, because I've played that match a couple times. It's a fairly tough matchup, but more than anything, it's just frustrating. With this deck, you're typically trying to combo, and their interaction lines up really well. So a matchup I would like to avoid. It has been really popular as of late, and I'm not sure why. And this is the 4th 5-land hand I've had in 3 matches. This is crazy. Oh my god, I pressed the keep button. Dude, I can't believe I just pressed the keep button. Aaron Mesa says to me energy, even though there's no companion, which is kind of a weird combination. So I'm going to keep up Fatal Push in case they try and go Guide of Souls, Ocelot Pride. This also kind of makes it look like I'm a Frog deck. Okay. Boros of some sort confirmed. I don't think Jeskai would ever get Elegant Parlor as their first fetch. Mardu. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a Swamp. Typically, Mardu doesn't play Blood Moon, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Let's go ahead and play our Scalding Tarn. Hold up Bowmasters. Okay. Nice. Okay, that's great. This 5-land hand is starting to pan out. They typically do not. My experience with 5-land hands has been quite atrocious. Okay. Pretty good start. We might be able to go off not our next turn, but the turn after that. Perfect. Soak up a little energy. If I hit exactly... if I hit Dark Ritual... There's a lot of cards I have to hit off this Malevolent Rumbler, so I don't think we're going to be able to combo, but... We have plenty of lands. We already have Underworld Breach, so let's take Dragon Rage's Channeler. They haven't played a removal spell yet, so I feel like they're due to play a removal spell, and for that reason, I'm going to play the Phyrexian Tower. I wonder if they're playing the Ring, and that's why they don't have a companion. Although Gigantha is basically free. That's brutal.
I'm the new boss around here. Join me or die. Enough with notions of morality. All that matters is power. Shake down the locals. By coin or carnage, tribute is owed. Into the fray.
Yeah, I think we gotta kill Amtraptor here. I'd like to get rid of Obnixilis, but I think I just have to take his little damage. Hope to hit a good card off my draw step and then be able to combo. So we're fetching to Surveil to see if we can throw a good card in our graveyard. That does count. I don't know. Well, actually, yeah, because we have the spawn token, we might be able to pull something off here. And we hit a dark ritual. That's great. And a diabolic intent. Let's go. Okay. So now that I've hit those cards, I'm going to play Dragon Rage's Channeler. Dark Ritual. And then we're going to loop Stitcher Supplier, Diabolic Intent. One, two, three. And we're at 10. 11. Sorry for going silent on you guys. That was pretty click intensive with the timer going like that. But essentially, we're doing the loop we talked about in the intro with the Dragon Rage's Chandler out, Stitcher Supplier, Dark Ritual, Diabolic Intent, net you cards in the graveyard. So you're cycling through, you're typically tutoring up rituals to keep casting from hand so you don't have to use so many cards from the graveyard. Build up your storm, and we just killed an opponent from 25. And that was with a 5-lander. That was pretty crazy. Okay, let me switch modes real quick. Culling Ritual is great in this matchup. I don't like Thoughtseize. Abrupt Decay is nice. And then maybe I want a Pithing Needle. Yeah, let's bring it in, because I have Goblin Bombardment, a Johnny that we can name, as well as Obnixilis, just to help us stay alive. I don't think Deathrite Shaman is at its best in this matchup, so we'll go ahead and cut that. Alright, this hand is not great, but Mishra's Bauble plus Fetch Land into Malevolent Rumble is a lot of looks at cards. And this is one of my gripes about Malevolent Rumble, is like, I would love to hit a Dark Ritual, and it's just not possible. I can put one in the graveyard to help facilitate the combo, but can't ever draw it off of Malevolent Rumble. The great thing about this deck is it's resilient to a lot of types of graveyard hate. The most common graveyard hate being Surgical and Hearse. And you can mill enough cards to fight through a Hearse. You can typically beat a Surgical. Rest in Peace is a little bit more brutal and hard to beat. But you do have a decent fair game plan. Our opponent has gone to 5, probably in an attempt to find said hate pieces. Could be Deafening Silence, which would be annoying, but we have a couple answers. None of which we can draw off Malevolent Rumble as well. So that is something that should be said. Let's just lead on Stomping Ground. Dragon Rage's Channeler. This does suck into a Bowmaster, but my opponent has already mulled to 5. Unearth. That is an interesting card to have in their library. Not one I expected to see. Okay. Static Prison is, I would say, good for us. They don't have any ways to produce energy currently. Oh, there's Dark Ritual. That is a good one. I don't think I need to kill the Ocelot Pride. I think drawing Dark Ritual, I'd rather set up my combo. I have enough lands, so I'll go ahead and take the bauble here. get a little bit deeper in the library. Looking for Stitcher Supplier and Diabolic Intent. Amptraptor, that's a really good one. Is that Filage? Yep. Filage is here. Just to the dome. Respect. But that means my opponent is out of energy. So we will get our Dragon Rage's Chandler back next turn. Okay. So there's no instant in the yard. So they're not going to be able to kill two of these. Well, if they static prison one and then unearth the Filage on the other, that could be a way. So we're fetching to get a surveil land. This way we don't mess up any surveils that we want to keep at the top. And then I think I push Pride here. Ooh. That's going to buy us a lot of time. Let's go ahead and keep that. If I had known that was going to be the card on top, I would not have made that play, but yep. Now they're empty-handed. And they're about to be empty-boarded. We're probably going to block the Raptor, sack for mana. We don't need to sack for mana. Why aren't they attacking with the 1/1s? Okay. Okay. Whew. I was like, that's not what I was trying to do. And then what we can do is Dark Ritual. And our opponent scoops it up kind of prematurely. If they draw a land, I believe they can get back Flage. Yeah. All they needed to do was was draw land, get back Flage. So I was going to keep that Abrupt Decay on top. The plan was just to Mishra's Bobble off Luris, just put 2 threats that they're going to want to answer, and then kind of hope to combo off the turn after that. But good games, and we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, and we're back on the play versus Bugsy. I believe you're supposed to be playing Yu-Gi-Oh, Bugsy. This hand has a decent bit of interaction and a lot of dig, so we're going to go ahead and keep. Originally, I was just going to lead on Stitcher Supplier, but I think I'm going to Thoughtseize instead. So let's get perfect information. We couldn't do the fetch land scrying bobble trick because all we had was fetch lands. We didn't have an untapped land. Oh, okay. I don't think they were supposed to keep this hand. That being said, I think I'm supposed to take Jet Medallion. Dang it, dude. Oh. I was hoping to not draw a combo piece this turn because now they can grief it out of my hand. Previously, I didn't have anything worth griefing, but now I do. All right. So they're going to Dark Ritual out the grief, I assume? Oh, they just hit Necropotence. Okay. Good for them, I suppose. Jesus. Bro, pass the priority. Or it just, like, don't just sit there. Like, do something. I'm fetching to expedite the game. You know my hand. You know I can't interact with you. Okay, that was actually a pretty decent draw. Bowmaster is not really good in this matchup. And I don't think they're going to be able to kill me this turn. They could, but I don't think they'll be able to. It's definitely not the easiest thing to do. If they have Dark Ritual, Nightmare, and 2 Dorks, 1, 2, 3, 4, that as their exact 4 cards, yeah. Like I said, not impossible, but not likely. That was a good play on their part. I could have potentially comboed off if I had that extra mana. Alright, well. Why didn't they draw cards off Necro last turn? I just realized that. Yeah, even if they get Nightmare here, we're not dead. Specifically, not killing any creatures because I can't get anything back right now. And we should have the game. They don't have any 0 mana interaction. And the fact that they're down to 10 means a couple rituals out of our graveyard, plus tendrils is lethal. Yeah, we're not going to give them any mana. They're not going to be able to do anything. That was a really big punt. I've made that mistake before playing that deck, so I understand. It definitely happens. Selecting the card is the hardest part. All right, our opponent scoops it up. Okay, Surgical does slow them down if you can get Marionette. I do think Thoughtseize effects are good in this deck. Veil of Summer is interesting. We'll put it in for now, and then we will go through and see what we want to cut. And then Pithing Needle for Necro is pretty solid as well. So definite cards that come out are the 3 Fatal Push. Their board is that they could bring in defense grids, probably not. Haywire might, maybe. Beseiju, maybe. They run 2 surgicals. Deaththreat Shaman is actually good against them. Bowmasters is bad. That's an easy cut. Yeah, I think that's good enough. All right, Thoughtseize and Abrupt Decay. Let's go. So if they take the Thoughtseize, we play the Surveil land unless we draw a different land. You know what? I'm down to play Preemptive Pithing Needle. And it's Necropotence, not Necrodominance. Very important. Well, originally I was just going to go Stitcher Supplier. But I think Malevolent Rumble is the more mana efficient play, so let's lead with that. And typically you want to err on the side of black sources. You typically only need 1 red to go off. Deathrite or Underworld Breach. I think I'll take Underworld Breach. I've disrupted them quite a bit, so just preparing to go off in a turn or two has a lot of merit. Are they going to Bowmaster my token? Okay. Oh, Bowmaster me. I wish I could look at the tape and see if they scryed to the bottom or top, but this is not Magic Online. Okay. Unfortunately, due to our fetching and shocking, we are kind of low. Oh. Oh. Mr. Dragon Rage's Channeler, you say? Unfortunately, we won't be able to take that, and as long as we put a... Oh, sweet. So let's take the swamp. And then we'll play a... Stitcher Supplier. Dude, how have I not hit a Dark Ritual? We're 22 cards deep. If this is a surgical, that's going to be really annoying. Yeah. I don't know if there was anything I could do to stop that. I mean, I maybe could have taken... No, I milled it off the Stitcher Supplier. Yeah. Well, now we're both stuck playing a fair game. Let's see whose fair game is better. Well, they are 2 cards away from the combo. 1 card away from the combo. Okay, that was actually a pretty decent draw. So I'm going to Dark Ritual by Luris to hand. And then I'm going to hold up Abrupt Decay for the Nightmare. And then next turn, assuming my spawn token is still alive, I can play Luris and still hold up Abrupt Decay if they try and be cute. Entering full control just in case. I feel like I would have gotten a trigger, but... Oh, whew. Oh, that scared me for a second. I could use some life gain, so I'm gonna keep... Yeah. Now I don't have to worry about my spawn token living or dying. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I do think I have to block. What you got, Mr. Opponent? You're making me nervous. Oh my god. What a freaking top deck, dude. I probably lose this game because of that top deck. Alright, I think I'm supposed to get Deathrite Shaman here. Oh, that was a brutal top deck. And they never drew Necromentia. Like, you're not supposed to keep hands without a way to get Necromentia. So the fact that they've just, like, ignored that typical logic has just cost me that game, too. Like, yeah, I think our sideboarding is fine. I misplayed that a little bit, and they got really lucky with that top deck. No, I can't risk it. So do I play Scared of Grief? They did bring in Duress. God, I wish Commercial District was in my library so I could fetch it. But I suppose I think this hand is good enough that I can... Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Okay. I was sure that was going to be it. Okay, you're not playing 2 rituals on turn 1 without a Necromentia, right? Like, there's no way. Okay. Well, there goes their mulligan. Maybe we can protect this DRC and ride back to victory. Got double Dark Ritual. Off a mold of 6. I don't know if I'm supposed to bin this or not. Let's bin it. I'm not going to be able to cast it for another 2 turns. Yeah, I want that one. All right. So maybe there's a chance they draw enough cards and try and march that this Veil of Summer is a blowout. With 2 Dark Rituals already in the graveyard, it's going to be very hard for them to combo off. And the fact that we get to Thoughtseize them is pretty good. All right, let's lead on Thoughtseize. Yeah, that can get surgical. That can get... okay, they got Duress. So we take Nightmare here. And then... kind of waste this Surveil land, but we can potentially combo off next turn. Not likely. Why are they saying good game? Are they giving up? Oh, they're kind of locked out of drawing cards. Yeah. I think they have to okay, what they should have done was play a creature or maybe a Duress, then draw 4 cards and hope to find March. That was their only out at that point. But we had just enough disruption to cross the finish line. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.